Okay, so the idea is to understand how arterial dissection works. What is an arterial dissection? So if we're looking on a blood vessel and this is the wall is constructed from layers, and we have the inner layer, and the inner layer is called intima, and we have the medial layer. Now, usually when there is a dissection with a tear in the interior arterial wall, there is a tear in the intima, in the Indian wall. If I just draw this, if there are layers, so this layer is just torn, and this is the dissection, arterial dissection, and there are many causes for this. We will talk about it, but the idea is a tear in the intima that cause what is called an intimal flap. Now this flap is working as a one-way valve, and this one-way valve let blood get inside but not outside, only inside, and this can cause a accumulation of blood between the intima and the media. This blood accumulates and accumulates and accumulates, and this can cause, for example, compression of the true lumen. Now the true lumen is the lumen that is true of the artery. This is the true lumen, and this creation of lumen between the intima and the media is called a false lumen. Now this, in the false lumen, the blood can accumulate because of the one-way valve from the intima flap. The blood can just accumulate and accumulate and accumulate, and then until it can, for example, narrow the true lumen, or even block the true lumen, or it can also cause a thrombus formation. This thrombus can again compress the true lumen, cause obstruction, or send emboli to different places, for example to the brain, cause strokes. If, for example, the dissection is in the internal carotid, so it can just send small emboli from the thrombus that was created to the I don't know, somewhere in the brain, MCA, anterior communicating, anterior cerebral artery, posterior cerebral artery, whatever you want, and cause a stroke, an embolic stroke, or it can cause compression in this area. So everything that will cause weakening of the blood vessel wall can predispose to a dissection of the artery. For example, arthritis. For example, connective tissue disease. For example, a trauma. For example, hypertension that put pressure on the blood vessel wall. And this is the idea of how dissection happens, causing the intimal flap, blood accumulates and cause complications. And that's it for a while.